So what if Apple pretty much confirmed on record that the iPhone is switching away from Lightning? As yes, in a recent interview, an Apple executive, pretty much the Apple executive, confirmed that the change is inevitable. It seems like Apple is planning to make some big changes to the iPad, and by big I mean in size, and Nothing just announced their new wireless earbuds with a pretty interesting design. I'm Jaime Rivera, and who remembers how long ago was Lightning introduced? I know, iPhone 5. It's been a while. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with nothing, and I struggle with this name all the time. But anyways, the company just made official their second pair of earbuds, and I first thought that this was just a case for the Ear Ones, but I'm glad I was wrong. Earlier this week, the company announced their Ear Stick wireless earbuds. These come in a new cylindrical case design that is inspired by lipstick silhouettes and sticks to the transparent design to showcase the buds when not in use. The new buds are IP54 water and dust resistant and feature up to 7 hours of playback on a single charge, which extends to 29 hours with the charging case. Sadly, there's no active noise canceling, but you do get clear voice technology, which uses the 3 microphones on each earbud for wind and crowd-proof calls. Also, the company added bass lock, which dynamically adjusts the bass based on your surroundings. Finally, the Nothing Ear Stick will be available globally and will start at $100, matching the price of the original Ear Ones, which by the way, it's no longer a match because now they're $50 more expensive. But hey, they do bring an ANC. Let us know what you think about these new buds stick in the comments, because they're pretty much like AirPods 3 but at a logical price. Moving on, let's talk about Apple, since many of you guys wanted to know more about the new features that arrive with macOS Ventura after we covered all of the other updates that arrived with iOS 16.1 and iPadOS 16.1. Earlier this week, the new operating system was finally launched after many months of betas and refinements. I've installed it since day one and it feels pretty stable so far. macOS Ventura brings Stage Manager, which is an all-new way of focusing on a single task while having other applications ready to go. One of the most enticing features definitely is Continuity Camera, which allows you to use your iPhone as a webcam for your Mac, though I find that to be a little cumbersome. I don't know. The phone connects automatically and can be positioned on the top of the Mac using a stand. There's also Desk View that uses an ultra-wide view to show off your desk in case you want to display something, though just make sure you're well dressed for that one. We also get Center Stage Support and Studio Light, which is an effect that illuminates your face while dimming the background. Besides those main features, Handoff is now expanded to FaceTime, allowing you to take calls on your Mac and then transfer them to your iPhone. It finally brings dedicated weather and clock applications as well, and the Mail application has also been overhauled, and the search feature is now more accurate than ever, according to Apple. Obviously, I'll need more time testing it to give you my final thoughts, but so far, so good. At least it does feel a little iterative. Now, sticking to Apple, let's switch on to the iPad, because we have new rumors about a possible upcoming huge model. According to a new report, Cupertino is planning to launch a larger 16-inch iPad that would be larger than ever. The report claims that a model this big would be great for creative professionals such as graphic designers and artists who prefer a large screen. And heck, for video editing, I see a lot of logic in a larger iPad if that were the only thing you're carrying. This information would back a report shared by Mark Gurman last year about Apple exploring the idea of creating larger iPads that would blur the differences between a tablet and a laptop. Ross Young also reported that the company was developing a 14-inch iPad Pro model for next year. Now, taking all these rumors into account, it's possible that the company is planning to release both a 14 and a 16-inch iPad Pro model next year. These devices would be powered by the M2 chip or whatever chip comes out during the upcoming months and will mirror the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros. The only thing we need now is Pro applications, and with DaVinci Resolve reaching the iPad soon, I'm seriously scratching my head over why Apple does not bring staples like Final Cut Pro to make the cut for iPads. And finally, for the hottest and most unexpected news today, let's stick with Apple, since it's now pretty much confirmed that the company will switch its iPhones to USB-C. Yeah, believe it or not, the company that rarely confirms anything ahead of time pretty much just did so on record. Earlier this week, during an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Joswiak, the president of worldwide marketing, said that Apple will have to move to USB-C on iPhone and its remaining devices that still have a Lightning connector in order to comply with the new EU rules. And I know, the wording wasn't exactly that, but he pretty much meant that, or at least everybody's taking it that way. So yeah, believe it or not, he pretty much said it. He also added that the company respects the decision made by the EU to mandate a common charger across consumer electronic devices, and that they will have to comply. Joswiak also made it very clear that they will make the switch because they had no choice, and that users throwing out their original Lightning cables will result in a great deal of waste. So yeah, after more than, 10 years after its introduction, the Lightning cable is finally dying. We just saw the base iPad make the switch last week, so we'll most likely see all upcoming devices launched by the company supporting USB-C exclusively. But anyways, in today's question, let us know, are you happy that Lightning is gone over USB-C? Because in my case, I am, but I also wish USB-C wasn't so confusing because it supports a ton of protocols and it's not easily visible from the computer that supports it, though it is from the cable, but then the cable doesn't really specify a lot of stuff, and it's just a nightmare. And so is micro USB, if you remember. Some cables would only charge and not provide data, or not data at the same speeds, and so I understand why Apple just did the whole Lightning thing at the time. But also, wouldn't it be great if we had a standard for smartwatches as well? Because that alone is also a nightmare. But anyways, that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me cover the inevitable news. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.